All's Well That Ends Well was originally chosen for the season, somewhat for practical reasons and somewhat for artistic reasons. The practical reasons are we knew we needed to do a Shakespeare. We hadn't done one now in 5 years, and it's really important for our students to get a chance to work with Shakespeare. Every state in the country has a Shakespeare festival, so it's a place where our young people can get out and find jobs immediately after school working in Shakespeare if they know how to do it. So it's very important to train them to do that. Also, in terms of this particular show, we knew that we had an awful lot of seniors and juniors who were female at this point, and not too many males in the program at the upper levels. Those things are sort of cyclical, and right now that's what we had. So we were trying to look for a Shakespeare that had some really good female roles in it, which is hard enough to find in Shakespeare's canon. So this is one of the few that sort of fit that bill. So in terms of the artistic reasons for doing this play, the first is that to me it seems to be a very, very modern play. It's a love story, but it's not an easy love story. It's not a course of true love ever did run smooth. That's not this play. It's the course of true love never did run smooth, which is the actual quote. So it's a whole bunch of problems that these characters find in trying to figure out how they can be together in a world which tells them they shouldn't be together. And for most of the play, they believe the world. One of them does. One of them rejects the other because he thinks he's not supposed to be with her. That's not right in this world. So it's really a time for these two characters and all their problems and all their flaws. She, at the very least, in a modern term, would be a stalker. He's really a jerk at the beginning of the play. And by the end, somehow they find a way to get together and see each other as they need to. And that's really intriguing to me. It's a very contemporary look at that kind of relationship and at relationships in general. The second reason is this allows us to really look at the words. It's not a play that really deals with sword fights or big fantastical spectacle scenes. It's a play about people telling a story and overcoming obstacles. So the things that we're looking at doing is bringing the stage space all the way out into the audience, much like the thrust stage of Shakespeare's day. Using very minimal sets and fairly simple classic costumes, but then taking pieces of fabric and wrapping them out into the audience so that we really try and bring the audience closer to the actors who are telling the story. Much like would have been done in Shakespeare's day, in Shakespeare's Globe, where within 2 feet of the stage there are people standing watching the play. So we want to sort of break down that wall so that the people feel like the actors are really amongst them telling this story.